Alright guys, M&M from Let's Go Fishing. I'm in my van for the last time because in the next couple of days I've just got to do a little bit of cleaning. All I've got to do is just take the little bits out that I've got left in here. Hang on a sec guys. That's it. Yeah, I'm taking the last little bits out. It's only over there, look. All that little bit of rubbish there. And a little bit out the back. Yeah. So I've sold it for the price I wanted. Sorry to see it go. Believe it or not, I am sorry, because if it wasn't for my mum, I wouldn't have been able to buy this van. Because my mum gave me some inheritance and I bought the van with it. So of course I'm selling it now. Two reasons. One, I can't afford to run the car and the van at the moment. Because as you know, I'm retiring and I've got to watch my money until I find out where my money situation is. Do I get another van or not? If I do, I'm going to downsize. I might get a high top van, I don't know. But one that can fit on the drive properly. As I said, it's a bittersweet thing. Yes, I want to get rid of it. Two, I don't. Because my mum helped me buy it. And it's a bit emotional, really, in a respect. But you got to do what's best for you, haven't you? So, of course, it's one of those. I won't be doing much travelling down the coast at the moment. Well, we'll see anyway. I've still got my car. I still can put my top box in the car, which I'm lucky to have. Get a top box stick on top, down the motorway. But it's sleeping. That's the thing that gets me. When I go fishing, I've got to get a good night's sleep. And I've got to try and sort something out there. I can sleep in a car properly. I can. I'm going to try and sort a few things out where I can put my bivvy bed in there. Yeah. And just lie in it and be happy, snug as a bug in a rug. And I've gone and bought, as you know, I went and bought a diesel heater for the van. And I haven't put it in, luckily enough. So what I'm going to do with that heater is use it for my shed. So there's that much crap in my shed I've got to sort out. No, as I said, I'll retire January. I'll have loads of time to do it. Tidy it up. Actually work in there. As I said, I've only got a few things in there to sort out. But hey ho, there you go. It's one of them, ain't it? And so it's a bit of sweet, ain't it? Because it's been a nice van. It's been a good van to me. I've had some fun in it. I took my mate down. Well, I've took my mate in it. Paul. Met a few friends along the way. Going down the coast in this, people have had a laugh of what I've got written on the back. Home is where you park it. Yeah. But even though if I do get a new one, that sign is going to go on the back again anyway. Home is where you park it. And I might have some sign writing put on it. Let's go fishing. I don't know. Yes, I do not know. What I'm hoping to do is get a van, a smaller van. When I mean smaller, I mean what will fit on my drive properly, to be honest. And yeah, and what I will do, if I do get another van, I will get it all, I will get some proper solar panels on the top. What I might do is, you know, them flexible ones that you can buy for about 80 quid. Buy 3 of them, put them all on the roof. So best way forward. Get all them plugged in. And soundproof it and that. That's all I can do. Make sure it's warm. Put some Rockwell on the wall, and then put boarding up. We'll see what happens. Because if I can get a van that's already got some wood in there, saves me buying any, doesn't it? You know what I mean? And yeah, make it look nice. Because I did have plans for this. I was going to rip the ceiling off and put new lathing on the top. Yeah, look at the roof. It's just a plain roof. It's just a plain roof. I was going to change it all. But, hold on a minute, let's put that down. Yep. I'm on one of my handheld little stands here. Yeah, so of course, all I got to do is take the little bits out today. I'm just going to buy 2 big tubs to stick all my wet weather gear in, so I can store it in the shed, so the rats can't get into the fucking thing and eat it up. Yeah, so of course, it's been a sweet thing, innit? Sorry to see you go. Because I was going to name it Kathy after my mum, but I didn't. I put my dad's name on the back. Home is where you park it, Dennis, because that's my dad. Because my dad was a fisherman, and I think if I didn't do the fishing with my dad, I wouldn't be fishing now, to be honest. Let me tell you a bit about my dad. My dad was a good man, and he was a very good man. He was well respected, because we used to run a Legion there in Sally Park. Mum and Dad did. But before he was run the Legion, he used to be a welder. Like I followed in his footsteps. I wanted to be a welder. So of course I followed in his footsteps, but before my dad could really see me thrive, he passed away when I was 17. My dad died in my arms at the age of 17. And it screwed my head. And his last words was to me, if I go out of this house, that back door on a stretcher, I'll be coming in that back door in a box. And he was right. And through me and my dad being close, because he was on a kiddie machine, I understood what life was about very early in age. At the age of 14, I had to start doing this and that to help my mum. Used to help my mum put my dad on a kiddie machine at home. We was the first people in Birmingham, in the West Midlands, to have a kiddie machine in the house. And my teacher didn't believe me. And anyway, I brought my headmaster down and he's seen that my dad was on a kiddie machine. That's why I was always late for school, because I had to help. Yeah, it was trying times in the 70s. Yeah, my dad died when I was 17. My brother moved in not long after. But sorry, my brother moved back home just before my dad passed away. But we were both there, both supported mum. And but the thing is about fishing is that we used to have a caravan down Stourport on the Severn, by an industrial park. It's called Allen's Caravan Site, and it's still there now. And my brother, who I don't speak to anymore, used to have a van down there. I don't know if it's still there or not. It doesn't bother me anyway. But there's a lot changed down there since I was 17. A lot has changed. They've got a new marina and this, that and the other, and it's caused the river flow to not be properly. But there's a lot of pike down there. But when I was, as I said, when I was at school, sometimes my old man would say, I fancy going fishing tomorrow. I said, do you, Dad? He said, yeah. He said, it's Friday tomorrow. I went, yeah. He said, don't go to school, me and you go fishing. So what you mean, Dad? He said, come on. We said, we still got the caravan. Well, let's go down the van for a couple of days. So of course we did. And used to take mum, because he used to have a 12-hour, as he called the clean out on his kiddie machine. So if he could go on a kiddie machine for 12 hours, that means he don't have to go on for another 30. He could stay away from the kiddie machine for 3 days, because he had to have a day on, a day off, a day on, and a day off, and a day on again. So every other day he had to go on the kiddie machine. But if he'd done a 12-hour stint on the kiddie machine, getting his bloods cleaned out and all that, he could stay off the kiddie machine for 3 days, and that's what we used to do. And most of the time we'd be fishing, and I used to carry all the gear. I used to carry all the gear down. I used to carry all his gear down for him. And we didn't have fishing trolleys then, back then. And an Indian, I said to my dad, I said, why don't we buy a wheelbarrow? He said, what for? I said, put it in the van. He says, why? I said, we can put all the fishing gear in the wheelbarrow. I said, and put the rods on the, just bungee cord it all up. And said, what a bloody good idea, he said. So we used to do that. We used to take all the gear down. Used to take, used to set him up and that. And I used to run back to the caravan and make our mum used to make a big flask, 2 flasks of tea up. But my dad couldn't drink a lot of tea. He only could drink a cup about that size, like a china cup size. And believe it or not, I'll give you the scale size that he could drink out of. Believe it or not, the cup was no bigger than one of them with an angle on, because he couldn't have too much fluid because of his kidneys, because he couldn't pass water a lot anyway. And that's what used to build up the potassium acid in his body to make him go all funny. But he'd have about 2 cups of them, no, 3 cups of tea while he was fishing. It's unreal. And he could only eat certain things, and our mum used to make them up and bring them down to us when we used to take our mum with us. But when it was just me and Dad, I had to run back to the caravan, make something up and bring it back down. And it took about 5 or 10 minutes, But yeah, me and my dad used to fish on the River Severn. And as I said, if we run out of ground base, he used to say, the shop will be open in a bit on the side. I said, yeah. And he said, we ain't going to stop fishing now. So my dad would just normally fish, just with maggots and worms. He said, we've run out of ground base. I go, yeah. He said, right, here's a £5. Go and spend the £5 on digestive biscuits. I said, why? He said, just bloody listen to me. digestive biscuits. Get as many as you can for a £5. I get about, back then you could get about 10 packs, probably more. Probably about 10, 15 packs, 20 packs. Can't remember now because they were that cheap back then. Anyhow, you just get the big packs, digestives. And I used to sit there for a good half an hour, crunching these digestives right down, you know, got a little bit of a stick and jam them down and smash it all up. I mean, we'd use that as ground bait, but we used to have the old feeders then. We used to have a cap on the bottom and a cap on the top, so you could, you know, just mix it up. Anyway, that will last us for about, well, the 3 days we were there. And the bloke used to say to me and my dad, why'd you always buy all them digestive biscuits? I said, bloody good ground bait, you know. And the bloke said, really, Dennis? He said, yeah, you try some one of the days. Anyway, he come down the one day and he was trying it. And he said, do you know, I've never caught so many fish with that bloody digestive ground bait. He said, well, I just learned it one day when I was just sitting there, run out of ground bait, had a couple of digestives, crunched them up, put them in me, started fishing. I started catching more fish. But anyway, that's the reason why I love fishing so much, because you can use any type of bait, any type of biscuit you can use just for making ground baits up. But my dad, you could put him by a puddle and he'd catch a fish. That's how good he was. He was a real top fisherman. And many a time we had some laughs, me and my dad did. Many a time we had a few woes where he'd catch a big fish and he'd lose it. And I go, oh, Dad, you lost that. And he used to turn around and say, fucking shut up, you. You know, he said, that was a good fish. I said, yeah, Dad, I know it was. And anyway, this is the reason why I do my fishing so much, is because it brings back memories, fond memories of my dad. God rest his soul. And I just want to be able to make videos for people who are going through hard times. You know, they've lost parents, lost sons, lost daughters, lost wives, you know, lost close friends, like me and my mate Paul. I haven't lost him, he's just a good friend. And Paul, this goes to you as well, mate. You know how I think about what I think about you. You're an arse. No, you know what I think about you. Me and you are good buddies. We've been buddies now for, now it will be 54 years. Yeah, 54 years. Come January, 54 years we've known each other. And the respect is still there between the pair of us. You know, it's a case of, I used to work with him. Now where I'm working now, I class them as colleagues. They're not friends. Now Paul is a friend, because as I said, we work together. We used to go out drinking together. Well, he used to drink, I used to be dancing all the time. Me and my brother. And as I said, we used to go to martial arts together. We done weight training. We done all types of stuff together, we did. And me and Paul formed a bond like brothers, because we were firstly in each other's pockets, you know. We'd always, you only live around the corner from my house to his house was a good, in a straight line, will be about 100 yards. You got houses in between us, like, you know, but in a straight line, 100 yards. I could throw a stone and hit his house. That's how close he was to me. And as I said, I went to school with his younger brother, but me and Paul formed a bond through working together as welders, because we used to help each other out, as you do. We used to make stuff together. Me and him made some scrap bins, and he misspelt it the one day. Instead of putting a scrap bin, he put scrape bin. And he was telling me years and years and years after, when the company closed down, he was working somewhere else. And all of a sudden, this bin come in, and it still had what he'd written on the side. And this was going back about, after we finished working at Evans's. That must have been about 20 years after. There was this bin still in existence, and it still had a spelling on scrape bins. He said, I made that bin over there, because what we used to make the scrap bins. They're like a little counterbalance, and fill it up, take it on a forklift, take it over to the scrap bin, pull a lever, and used to tip the scrap out and then take it back. That's what me and him made. We made two of them, actually. The one that got the spelling right, but the next one, he must have been a bit away with the fairies and spelt it wrong. But yeah, now, that was me and Paul. So I made a bond with him. And he wasn't a fisherman like the way I was. But now Paul he's going through his problem. I'm going to be there for him. Now this is what it's all about. I was there for my dad. So I'm going to be there for him. And I hope when anything happens to me, somebody will think of me and go, come on, Carl, I'll take you fishing. I mean, I can't do things, you know. I mean, at the moment, I'm struggling. I've got a little bit of health issues. This one shoulder, I get to there, and that is all I can do. The pain in my shoulder is unreal. I've suddenly found out that I might have Raynaud's in my bleeding feet. My toes are blue when I get up first thing in the morning, but when I walk around and that, or it could be bad circulation, I don't know. And had another visit to the doctors. Got to have some more tablets for this, and the other. And found out I might have had another minor heart attack without me realising. Because I put me on an ECG thing, and I said, I think a couple of days ago, Colin, you had a minor heart attack. And I went, oh, really? I thought I just had chest pain. So I got my spray out. Shh. I was having another one. But there you go. Probably that's my third one. I don't know. Properly. But there you go. So anyway, guys. This is me selling my van. And talking again. But that's me. You should know me by now, guys. And it's coming up to Christmas. Most important thing. Coming up to Christmas. Those who want to take up fishing, if you ever watch this, if it's your first time, my name's Colin. M&M, let's go fishing. Also, the thing I want to really get across there, if you want to take up fishing, this is the time. This is the time to ask your parents, aunts and uncles, your brother or sister, to buy you some fishing gear. Don't have to be massively expensive. Look on YouTube. No, not YouTube. Or TikTok. No, don't look on them. Look at Amazon. You can buy some decent kits. Believe it or not, you can buy a starter kit. Roughly about 100 quid to start you off. Just look on YouTube, I keep saying YouTube, look on Amazon. There's all the stuff there you can get, honest. Even if you buy little bits at a time, you don't have to buy everything. Rod, reel, landing net, keep net, hooks, floats, ledgers, swim feeds, a seat, a box seat, what I've got, you can buy on Amazon. There's one where it's just a box, or you can buy one with a box and the little coverings on the side. You've got little pockets in for about 30-40 quid. Bargain. I'm telling you now, that is a freaking bargain. Buy one of them first. Okay, I've got my box. What do I need to put in it? Look at all the kit that you can buy as one lump sum kit, right? You may have a rod, reel. You have a rod and reel anyway. Landing net, keep net, hooks, floats, shots, whatever. Few bait boxes, whatever. Right, now, I live in Billesley, right? Now, from Billesley, there's a place up in Shirley by the Woodman pub called Solihull Angling. If you don't know what to buy anybody, you can go in there and you can buy vouchers. As much as you like vouchers. See the lad in there, he's a great guy. Just go in there and say, I need a voucher, blah, blah, blah. He'll sign it, all this. Just pay the money over, he'll give you a voucher. And whoever Christmas box it is, say, there you go to Solihull Angling. You can sort your own gear out. And Duncan will help you out in there. He's a nice lad, Duncan is. If you're a beginner, he will help you. I've had a talk to him. I said, if anybody comes who's been watching my YouTube, could you please help him out? If they're just learning how to fish. Can you just say to him, Colin sent me, Eminem Colin. He says, just tell him he's a chef at the Plume. Say, Colin has sent me with me token. Can you help me out? And I'll bet you he will. He'll do anything for you. He's a real nice guy, Duncan is. He's a real nice guy. You can't miss him. Ugly little bloke. Bald head. No, Duncan, all right, geezer. No, he's a good bloke. He will help you out. Honest. And it's worth going there. Even if you haven't got a ticket or whatever. You know, somebody's give you a, say, oh, here's a ticket, go and get some gear with. Just go in there and just walk in with money, go in and buy what you want. And he'll help you out. He'll even show you the best baits to use, like ground baits, all that type of stuff. I mean, believe it or not, I've got in my shed, I must have about, in kilo weight, I must have about 38 kilos of different ground baits. Every time I go in there, I'll have 2 packs of that and just chuck it to one side. I've always got ground bait. If I haven't, I've done something wrong. And I've always got little pellets. My best ones I like using when I go fishing now. I like using micro pellet. That, to me, they seem easier to put on a method feeder. That's me though. Everybody's got their own little twerk. I was going to say kink then. Everybody's got their own little twerk of fishing. So guys, if I'm not on before Christmas, everybody have a good Christmas, please. And a safe one. It's Saturday today. Saturday, I can't remember what date it is. But it is November. People may be going to a bonfire tonight. If you do, take care. Okay, guys. This is Eminem signing out. Catch you later. Bye.